Well, some island women are relaunching a feminist journal. It's been 35 years since Common Ground started, and as Isabella Zavarisi reports, the women behind it say today they are covering many of the same issues they faced decades ago.
Common Ground was a bi-monthly magazine published by the Women's Network. It ran from 1982 until 1995. Anne McCollum was the managing editor. She says it started as the women's movement of the 80s began to gain momentum in P.E.I.
And this was, the days before the internet. A publication would give them a place, a forum.
The magazine covered things that weren't in the spotlight at the time: reproductive rights, violence against women, and the criminal justice system. But writers had to be cautious.
Women on the island, many of them, still call themselves by their husbands' both names, Mrs. James Smith. So in that context, we were a bit hesitant to just come out full-on extremely feminist.
I'm just really struck by how groundbreaking it was, the bravery and the courage of the people involved to really put into writing what were sometimes radical notions to some people.
For many, it was more than just a magazine. It was about community and advocacy.
So it was like a huge effort of this island community. And it still exists today. Like, people are still really passionate about change and still working on these issues.
My family was from P.E.I, but I really hated it here. And coming back a couple of years later, because I had to, if I hadn't found a place that there was women that I felt like these are women I respect and admire, and I'm going to get really emotional.
The Women's Network is taking submissions for the free edition until November 24th. Anyone that identifies as a feminist can contribute. It will then be published in the new year. Isabella Zavarisi, CBC News, Charlottetown.